So now for my favorite part of this entire video, we're gonna do the taste test. And I'm just gonna get like the perfect bite. Some of the chicken, some veggies, some of the mushroom. This is delicious. You make one of these casseroles, divide it into your meals for the week. You're set. You guys have to try this. Super simple, super easy. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're gonna be making this cheesy chicken broccoli casserole. So this is perfect for a meal, like a family dinner. It has a combination of chicken and broccoli and mushrooms. It's cheesy, creamy. There's a hint of spice to it. You guys are gonna be so obsessed with this. I cannot wait for you to try it. Now we're gonna get started on making our casserole. We're gonna start off with our chicken. So I went the easy route. I just did a rotisserie chicken, took off all the meat, which is what we're going to throw in here now. You can do this by hand, of course, but we're just gonna, we're gonna do it with the stand mixer. If you don't have a rotisserie chicken or you don't want to use one, you can for sure use a whole chicken, thighs, whatever you want. So let's go ahead and this is what it looks like. And it just, it's just super easy and it's so time saving. So that's why I like to do it. But we have our shredded chicken now. So let's move on to our next step. Okay, so now we're just gonna add a little bit of oil to our pan. We're cooking this at about a medium-high heat. I'm using avocado, but you can use olive or coconut oil. So we're gonna start off by adding our mushrooms. So you're just gonna add your mushrooms, and we're gonna cook this for about 2 minutes. And now we're gonna throw in our broccoli and our garlic. And we're just gonna season with a little salt, some pepper, basil, oregano. And now we're just gonna cook for an additional 3 minutes. So we're just gonna cook it until the broccoli starts to soften. You don't want it to completely cook because it's gonna finish cooking in the oven. Okay, so in a small pot, we're gonna add 1 cup of broth. So you can use bone broth, you can use chicken broth, beef broth, whatever you have. And we're gonna add our heavy cream. And we're also gonna add in some xanthan gum. If you don't have xanthan gum, you can use arrowroot starch or even cornstarch, just FYI. And after that's mixed in, now we add our Parmesan cheese and our mozzarella cheese. And now we're just gonna mix it until it starts to thicken. And it should look something like this. So before we assemble it, I tried both the veggies and the sauce, and I feel like it needs a little bit of salt. So you always wanna do that to make sure. We're just going to add a little bit of salt to our veggies. Then we're gonna add a little bit of salt to our sauce. Pepper. Because you're gonna eat this, right? So you wanna make sure that it's seasoned to your liking. This is just regular garlic powder. Our onion powder. Okay, and then we also have our chili flakes for that spice. And now we mix. So we're gonna mix this together. Okay. So now we have, really quickly, we have our baking. So this is what we're gonna bake our casserole in. So you're gonna use anything, a Pyrex bowl, whatever you have, it's gonna work. We have our veggies, our shredded chicken, and our sauce. Okay, so now we're gonna assemble. We're gonna spray just some avocado oil. The first layer is our chicken. So we're literally just gonna dump in our chicken. Now we have our veggies. So now let's go ahead and do our broccoli and mushrooms. Okay. So we have our sauce, our creamy sauce. And now we're just gonna pour that right over. Now we're just going to mix. Okay, so now our casserole is layered and we have a little mozzarella here. So we're just going to top our casserole with it, and this is gonna give it that nice, cheesy, like, you know, like golden brown look on top, okay? So let's go ahead and put this in the oven. Of course, make sure that your oven is preheated at 350 degrees. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of aluminum foil. You want this to cover it because it's going to help it steam. Okay, so make sure that your oven is preheated to 350 degrees. And we're gonna cook for 15 minutes. So it's gonna be covered for 15, and then I will show you the next step. Okay, so our casserole is all done. And now I'm gonna show you what this looks like inside because it is amazing. And we're going to plate this. So you can serve this with like a cauli mash, cauli rice, with a little salad, with veggies. If you're going more for like a lunch idea, you can do like a stuffed pepper. So like cut a bell pepper in half and then stuff it in there. That'd be so good because you have like a combination of the creaminess from the casserole with like the crunchiness from the bell pepper. Okay guys, so now for my favorite part of this entire video, we're gonna do the taste test. And I'm just gonna get like the perfect bite. Some of the chicken, some veggies, some mushroom. This is delicious. You guys have to try this. Super simple, super easy. It's delicious. This is perfect for dinner, meal prepping. You make one of these casseroles, divide it into your meals for the week. You're set. All right guys, so I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. Honestly, this is a perfect meal to make if you have a large family, if you like meal prepping. It's just convenient, simple, and delicious. So I cannot wait to see you make it. Make sure you tag me on your recreation so that I can scope them out. And this recipe is printable. I will leave the link in the description below. That's gonna take you over to my website, which is lowcarblove.com. I have this recipe as well as many other recipes that are exclusive and you're not gonna find anywhere else. So make sure you check that out. And if you still want a little more of me, make sure you follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, where I share a bunch of other meal ideas and just a glimpse into my everyday life. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and I will see you on the next one. Mwah.